2. This is mission number 11. And it was a Tennessee Titan. It crashed on the 53rd mission. And so we had to get a new bomber. And messed around with one different paint job. And then I went back to the original paint job. So this is the original paint job. Pretty close to what the original bomber looked like. But anyway, I don't see anybody on the chat right now, but I'm going to wait a few more minutes before I start. I'm going live on Facebook too, and should be going live on YouTube as well. So I'll be anxious to see how all this turns out. Take a look at the aircraft. I did this nose art myself. This nose art. Yep. Tennessee Titan, my favorite football team. So yeah, it's a little 2 right there. Tennessee Titan 2 signifies the second bomber in this campaign. So we had one bomber crash on the 53rd mission. Right there, one bomber lost. Everybody survived. This total campaign, I've flown 63 missions, shot down 1,245 fighters. We've traveled 63,452 miles, 103 targets destroyed, 1 bomber was lost, the Tennessee Titan. 0 crew lost, $379,975 spent on the bomber, 73 recon photos taken, and 18 crew members rescued. So we'll be about ready to take off here. So I'll hang around a couple more minutes. Wait for people to join in. We got everybody. This is the crew right here. All the crew, the entire crew are Facebook friends of mine. So that's Paul Rotter, the pilot. And that's me. That's my stage name, Corky Duke. That's my son, Jason. That's a friend of mine, Wes Cook. He's a singer downtown Nashville. His website is westcookband.net. So check him out. He's a real good singer. Eddie Murr is my roommate and best friend. Kenneth Patton's a guy I work with. He's a ball turret gunner. And Aaron Moyer, which is Jason and John's cousin, is my left waist gunner. Right waist gunner is John Lee, one of the first people I met when I first moved to Nashville in 1995. And this is my oldest son, John. John, Jason, and Aaron are cousins. So anyway, I think we should probably get going. So might as well pick out a target here. We're going to go for command bunker rate. Might as well get going. I don't see anybody on the chat yet. If you're with me on the chat, say something, and I'll give you a shout out. So here we go. Command bunker raid. And this is the 11th mission, Tennessee Titan 2. Here we go. This is going to be my weekly streaming event on Sundays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So feel free to join me. Follow me on Twitch. And we are off. We got to destroy 2 command bunkers in this mission. And we got to do it with these daisy bombs here. They got to be dropped from high altitude. There is. Get some screenshots of this. Now we gotta look for enemy fighters. They're gonna be jumping us here pretty soon. Somebody's on board already. White Trouser, hey, glad to have you here, man. How you doing? White Trousers on board with us today, so welcome. Yeah, you did make it. You missed some of my other broadcasts, but I hadn't scheduled them. I'm still working on some other type of schedule on the weekends because I got to juggle it between dancing and everything, because I'm still going dancing. Matter of fact, I want to go out tonight. So, alrighty. John's on the right side. So, oh, it's good to have you here, man. It's good to have you here. You're one of my followers on Twitch. White Trousers, one of my followers on Twitch. So, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? Corky Duke. Excellent. Oh, wow, I can't read that. We got more fighters. Almost done with the base campaign myself. I've not started with the B-27. Glad you're here, White Trouser. I mean, B-17, right? So you're not completely through your first campaign on Bomber Crew yet, are you? Is that what you were trying to tell me? Glad you're here, man. Hopefully my son will stop by, the bombardier of this craft. Alrighty. I have got to lean on some fuel. We're going to need more fuel for this mission. Uh-oh. We might have some... No, I don't think these are... I don't think they're comets. Yeah, they're not. Oh, Aaron Moyer got one. Good shooting. Left waist gunner. Aaron Moyer. Staff Sergeant Aaron Moyer. Was it JU-88s right there? One of the few fighters that can tackle us from high altitude. Well, they're going down now. Doing that thing again. Why is it giving me a navigation point behind me? Gotta keep going. The clouds will clear up here in a little bit. Let's see, what have we got here? I have 3 critical missions left in the Lancaster bomber, then I still have the African missions and the secret weapon. Okay, cool. I haven't gotten much into the British campaign yet. Played a couple of missions, but not that heavy into it. Mostly concentrate on the American. These might be comets right here. Oh, 262s. Got 2 of them. And there goes my number 3 engine. Number 3 engine is gone. That's the radio for Recon. People can't bring up those targets. Yeah, there it is. We're at high altitude, we're just looking for our targets. Where are they? Damn it. There they are. There's one. Should get him. Should knock him out. Yep, sure did. Excellent. Got the other one now. And we'll drop down, take that photo opportunity, and then head for home. Bombs away. Excellent. Alrighty. Let's drop down. Our friendly fighters are engaging these German fighters right now. So we're going to drop down, take a photo opportunity. Where's that photo opportunity at? Oh, it's behind us. Alrighty. Thanks for your help, boys. What do we got here? Damn it. Ha! Always risk the photo. Need the money. There it is. That's no risk right now. The fighters are cleared away. So, but thanks for the advice. There are times when I probably shouldn't risk the photo. Now's the time to get everybody into sick bay. Alrighty, smile, boys. You're on B-17 candid camera. Alrighty, here we go. Let's head for home. Oh, we're doing good. We only lost one engine. Woo! He shot that thing right clear off, didn't they? Woo! Well, how does that? I'm sure that affects my gas mileage. Let's see. Look at my usage rate. It was almost into the red. These might be comets right here. We'll just take care of them. Yep, they are. I can tell. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful shooting, gunners. Wow, did you see that, White Trouser? Woo. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You know this game, don't you, White Trouser? Woohoo! That's what you gotta do with those comets, boy. Just activate all your gunner's activities, and then they wipe them out pretty good. We got the Kenny in the sick bay. He took a few hits. And hopefully, we'll get to call the Mustangs again, have them escort us home. Yeah, I have them leave my fuel depot to operate the top turret guns. I see people who leave them there all the time, and I just don't see the need for that because he's needed on the gun station. So, and it's such a short walk for him to go from the top turret to the pedals. It's a short walk, so yeah, all my crew's 100% health now. Should be another time for a lead. Yeah. And there are times when I'll leave him at the pedal and then I'll bring the bombardier into the top turret position. So. Oh, call Mustangs. Yeah. Can't even tell how close we are to base. Yeah. I say the African coast is right about here, so we're getting close. We're about halfway there. So can't tell with all the clouds. Sorry, I need my glasses to see the text. It's really small. White Trouser is a fellow player of this game, so he knows how to play this game. I think you play it. You said you played on PlayStation, though, don't you? I didn't even know you could play this game on PlayStation. Our little friends just got here. Perfect timing. Oh, landing gear is damaged. Okay, let's see what he will. I don't think it does, but I'll check. I'll look into that. I don't think it would lead. Okay, where are those fighters at? Yeah, he's disengaging already. Besides, our friendly fighters are here. Yeah, look at that. We're almost home. Yep. You can start coming down. You just leave them. I'll just leave myself in at the gas pedals. Oh wow! So you do play on PlayStation 4, huh? Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Yes, it is Mother's Day. Big salute out to all the moms out there. Woohoo! I got two moms actually. I'm adopted. So I met my birth mom about 12 years ago. So. Yeah. All right, we're looking good. 24 minutes of fuel left. Very close to the base. Go ahead and emergency dive. I notice when you go in an emergency dive, you can't tag a navigation point until you come out of it. So. And we are good to go. This is the 11th mission. Tennessee Titan 2. Hey, White Trouser, you see the nose art I did? What do you think of it? Guess what new campaign I'm starting? Probably tomorrow. You want to take a guess? You want me to give you a clue? Already got the bomber done, the nose art's done, got the crew picked out. I'm all ready to start flying a new campaign. I just finished the U.S. Army campaign, so and I got a new campaign coming. I'll give you a hint. Yeah, you guessed it. The Three Stooges. Yeah, we can lower the landing gear. Well, check and see which is. No, this is a Yeah, this is another American campaign that I'm doing. So, you know what I do? I just do different concepts with a campaign. So, like I did the A-Team, and I did U.S. Marines, and I did U.S. Army, and the U.S. Navy is going to be coming, and the U.S. Air Force is going to be coming in the future. So, matter of fact, when I'm done with the Three Stooges campaign, I'll do the U.S. Navy campaign, and then I'll do, a naval heroes from U.S. history as the crew, just like I did with the Army and the Marines. So, and that is it for mission number 11. So let's mark that off. We'll go to mission 12. At this point, we're just building up money. We don't have to upgrade the bomber. It's completely upgraded with everything we need. So yeah, alrighty. Go ahead in the briefing, pick out a target. I'm going to get caught up on your chat. Yes, definitely. It definitely gets rough if you try to rush these missions. Yes, definitely. I agree totally. Yeah, if you rush into the big critical missions without preparing, upgrading your fuselage and your armament on your bomber, yeah, it gets rough and you wind up getting shot down. So I learned that in some of the campaigns I did before I started taping any of these. So Operation Foggia, ready for a big explosion? I think that'll be cool. So if anybody else is on the chat, say something and I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, let's hope so. I do play other games. Right now I'm having trouble with OBS and getting them to record correctly. So I've got my son to try and work on that for me. But I do play other games, and like I said, I'm trying to get that all straightened out. So yeah, if I can get an Army streamer, is there a way of advertising my Army campaign? So because I'm already a member of several Marine Corps Facebook groups, and I ran a bunch of my missions on the Facebook groups, and it was actually well received. So I had one guy that complimented me. He liked what I was doing. So I wish he would have put the compliment on the video, but he put the compliment on the Facebook. But we'll stay here. But yeah, I didn't even know you could make money from doing this. So, but yeah, you can. So nobody's given me any money yet, but now there's always a first for everything. So, but anyway, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start the mission. You ready? All righty. Here we go. Operation Foggia. Gentlemen, the target for today is Foggia. All right. This is mission number 12. This will be a big fireworks show. It's my roommate Eddie, the tail gunner. He's the tail gunner of this thing.
I don't want to die.
You won't die. We're flying a tank, basically. But I got a guy following me on the chat right now. Okay. So just add more tags to my stream. Okay. Alrighty. Gotcha. I've just gotten familiar with tags and hashtags and all that kind of stuff. So, okay. Hey, that bomber got repaired quick. We got an engine number 3 on there really quick. There they are. War fighters. Causing more problems. Okay, I'll definitely do that. Give me some good advice on how to increase my following. So I'll definitely do that. I just love how those fighters, they're on fire and yet they still keep flying. It's almost like they're Japanese fighters. They don't want to surrender. But anyway, alright, we're at our mid-altitude. Got another fighter here. Just one, a lone fighter. He's a brave soul. He's not going to last very long. Where'd that other one go? There he is. He didn't last long. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. That's the tail insignia is from the 463rd Bombardment Group, an actual bombardment group from the 15th Air Force. The game only has 8th Air Force spawn group insignias, like 91st, 92nd, 305th, 379. Saying more. I gotta check out what you're saying, buddy. Okay, cool. Wow. See, I'm still new to all that kind of stuff. You gotta be. Do I really have a fire on board? I sure do. Yeah, damn it. Come on. Come on. Crap. What the hell? Alrighty. Alrighty, get everybody back to their assigned spot. Those are comets. Those got to be down. Those got to be down now. Good. Alrighty. Now I got to go on the. Damn it! Got more fighters. Damn it. Damn it. What the hell? Where are we at here? Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Missed that bomb target. We'll get it. Now I wish we could get the fighters here. Alrighty. Tag that photo and get out of here. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to fix that. The hell? Where is that coming from? Damn it. You know what? Forget the photo. Let's head home. Better lean out some fuel. And I gotta go repair that engine. Alrighty, looking good. Oh, we lost our landing gear again. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to your chat. I've been busy. Definitely been busy. The Foggia is always a bloody battle for me. I always have problems with it. Always usually wind up losing my landing gear, you name it. Gotta tag this thing before he hits us. All Mustangs. Get John to a gun or cheek. There we go. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Alrighty. Alrighty, cool. All 4 engines are working. Crew is almost 100% health. We'll get them that way. We lost our landing gear though, so another landing. Yeah, we are definitely going to make it. It was a little rough there for a second. And I decided to opt out on the photo opportunity because I'm going to have to drop down to low altitude because of the clouds. So, oh well, that's just one of the things. It's one of the things about this game that I like. You know, the different variations. Sometimes you can take that picture from mid-altitude. Other times you can't. So, let's get Murr into sick bay. Staff Sergeant Eddie Murr, my roommate. Thanks for tagging along, White Trouser. If you're somebody else is on there, say something in the chats and I'll give you a shout out. So basically what I'm going to do is bail everybody out over the base and land the bomber. Have Paul land the bombers. That way we're not risking anybody. Alrighty. How close are we? Alright, we're at our ceiling. We got our little friends with us. Goes to Array now. They're heading back home now. Okay, no problem. We got more fighters. Alrighty. Oh, we got comets coming in. Damn it. Yeah. Beautiful. Good shooting, Eddie. All right, look at that. I'm gonna start dropping down low. We can deal with these fighters. Yeah, and they're disengaging too, heading home. They've had enough. Alrighty. Well, that was a hairy one. Almost lost some crew members. Went through both first aid kits. I think they're going to add a third first aid kit. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Bail out everybody out. Should remember to stay at high altitude, but everybody able to make it out. I've mailed them out at medium altitude before, and it worked out good. All right, John. John is out. Good. Woo! All right, Paul, land this thing. It's in good shape, so it shouldn't break apart when he lands. No, I don't like you. I don't like you going that direction. Man, I hope he's got enough fuel. Should have. I got no low fuel warning, so we should be good to go. There's somebody's parachute right there. Operation, there's 2 more parachutes. There. That was probably John right there. Still hadn't landed, so that had to have been John. He ought to get a kick out of that watching this. Oh man, I'm telling you. Oh, this is the 12th mission. Alrighty. Alright, Paul, bring it down nice and easy. Alrighty. Yeah, I bail the crew out just in case something happens during the crash landing. And then that way I'm only risking the pilot. And he landed it perfectly. I mean, that's just what I do. So Some people don't do that. Some people try to crash land with everybody, but if I got the parachutes, I'm going to build. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give us another first aid kit. I'm going to take away a parachute. Since, I mean, there's rarely a time when everybody has to bail out. It's such a hassle trying to bail the pilot out. So, problem is, where do I? Yeah, put the parachute here, or the other first aid kit here. So that gives me 8 parachutes. So, and 3 first aid kits. So. Yeah, I bailed everybody out. Well, we made it. We made it through that one. Now I got 3 first aid kits instead of just 2. So in case we get everybody injured again, hopefully that won't happen. Anyway, okay. So that was a 12th mission. And now we're on the 13th mission. I'm going to mark this. And here we go. Pick out another target. Tank factory. Factory complex Recon. We just destroyed it. Now we got to recon it again. All right, let's go for Crotone. Enemy armor down. Alrighty. Here we go, gentlemen. The target for today is Crotone. Yeah. Well, if you're joining me in the text, say something. Here we go. This is the 13th. Yep, 13th mission. Tennessee Titan 2. Now tomorrow, I'm not sure how many of the new campaign I'm going to stream. I know the first mission I don't want to stream. I want to do it. I want to record it and then put it on YouTube. I've got a few Facebook groups that I'm a member of, Three Stooges Facebook groups, and I want to put them on there and see how it goes over. So then I might stream after that. But the first mission of Three Stooges is not going to be streamed. It'll probably be recorded tomorrow. That'll be before I go to work. Probably sometime, could be anywhere from 9, 8. Well, I got an appointment. Yeah, I got an 11 o'clock foot appointment tomorrow. So probably looking at around 12 or 1 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon for the first mission of Three Stooges. So. Oh, what, Scott? I've been watching Three Stooges pretty much all day. Me and my roommate both kind of like the same stuff on TV. We love the A-Team, Three Stooges. So we were both raised on it. So probably, well, I guess I could make it set time. Make it 1 o'clock. So my foot appointment's at 11. So got a ulcer in my foot. It's almost healed too. Can't wait for it to be healed. I've been streaming almost an hour now, about 45 minutes. So I guess I'll shoot for 1 o'clock tomorrow. But like I said, I'm not going to stream it. I want to record the first one, and I may stream the Three Stooges missions after that. It depends on how well they go over on the Facebook pages I post them on. So, plus, I'm actually Facebook friends with Bradley Serber, who is Curly's grandson. So he's Curly Howard's actual grandson. I've been his Facebook friend for a few years now. I don't know why I didn't put him in. I guess I should have put him on the bomber, but didn't think about it. So remember, all the crew are Facebook friends of mine. I'm the crew on this bomber, so all Facebook friends of mine. One guy I actually worked with, the ball turret gunner, Kenny Patton. Alrighty. What is up with this? One fighter from each side. That's not very scary. G.I. Joe cartoon was something I never really watched or got into that much. I don't know, Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I watched Bugs Bunny every freaking Saturday. I loved Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, all those kind of cartoons. Loved them. But G.I. Joe, my biggest problem with G.I. Joe is a helicopter would be flying along, it would blow up, and the pilot would just parachute out. So, and I just thought it was sending the wrong message. You know, nobody dies in the war. You know, but anyway, I never really got into G.I. Joe. So, but Looney Tunes, that's a different story. Love Bugs Bunny, absolutely love him to death. Still do. Bugs Bunny is classic. Pepe Le Pew, Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah. Cops? Yeah, Cops is always fun to watch. I've already done one TV show concept, the A-Team, and I do plan on doing more. Gilligan's Island will be coming up, and Skipper will be the pilot, and Gilligan will be the ball turret gunner. And also I'm going to do the Brady Bunch too. So but that's in the future. So look for that coming out soon. Sometimes I do have to take a break from this game though, because I do play it a lot. Even when I'm not recording, I still play it. Alrighty, I'm saving my bombs for another target. I think there's a battleship we got to take a picture of. Yeah. Destroy this factory. On the bomb run, bombs away. Boom, 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 goes up. I ain't called in the fighters yet. Let's call them in. For goodness sakes, what am I waiting for? Oh, I got something broke down. Yep, damn. Hydraulic system, too. Take a picture of it. Not a battleship, but a pizza joint. Commie pizza joint. Well, Nazi pizza joint. Alrighty. Let's head to high altitude and let's head for home. Took a picture of it and destroyed it. So that's always a good day. I don't know why I was so late calling in the Mustangs, but oh well. They can escort us home. I got done fixing got to get him back to his station so he doesn't run out of oxygen. Not worried about that yet, but once we get up high, if I forget about it, he'll run out of oxygen. That's not good. Really? Some people actually Twitch full-time? You're kidding me. And make money? Enough money to live off of? I'm sure they've been doing it for years, though, haven't they? See, this is what I'm not familiar with. I'm not familiar with all this twitching stuff, and I didn't realize you could actually make it as a career. Had no idea of that. So, gotta lean out some fuel. Everybody's in their position, so we're looking good. We got company. We got company. And this looks like trouble. These guys look like comets. Oh, he's already there. John's already there. We'll just wait for him to get close, and then we'll let loose with everything we got. They definitely look like comets coming in straight at us. Oh, we handled them sweet. Did you see that? Oh, that was great. They didn't even get many shots on us at all. They're always taking out my tail section. I swear, look at that. Look at all the holes in my tail section. Always got to shoot my tail. It's like they don't like my butt, so they got to shoot it. So anyway, what are we doing on fighters? Nope, still ain't got them yet. I see. Wow, yeah. Well, I noticed that some of these people play a lot of different games, so, and that's probably where they make their money with volumes, and they sit at home and play games on their computer all day long. Well, that's a hell of a job, though. I got to admit, I'd like to have that kind of job. Bring out some more fuel. We got some more company coming in. Beautiful. There, he's going down. JU-88s. Yeah, Eddie got one. Good shooting, Eddie. He's in his room.
What?
The baby, I think the baby's asleep. The baby finally fell asleep. Good shooting. You just shot down a German fighter. It was on our tail. It was shooting at us, and you just gave it hell.
Because I didn't want to die.
Huh?
Because I didn't want to die.
Of course not. We don't want to die. None of us do.
Well, then I shouldn't have to carry the whole crew.
You're not carrying the whole crew. Ah. Anyway, it's not only just my roommate, my best friend. So he's a good guy, though. Ha! Well, I think the reason he's got Eddie's got quad 50s on there, I think that's how it did shoot the hell out of the tail. Also, these fighters, these enemy fighters aren't really that good. I mean, they basically provide targets for your gunners to shoot at. They're not like a real German fighter in World War II would have been like. So. You know how they get below you and just fly and allow your ball turret gunner to shoot the crap out of them? Alrighty, where are we at? Oh, we're almost home. Landing gear's in good shape, bomber's in good shape. He disengaging? Chicken shit. Alrighty. That'll do it for 13th mission. 13th mission of Tennessee. Excuse me, Tennessee Titan 2. There is the runway. Tag that, and all we gotta do is land. Huh. Wow. Huh. Alrighty, landing gears lowered, all we gotta do is land. And that is the 13th mission. And next we got the 14th mission. Give me a you little lousy stinking pen. Alrighty. Flying wing. Is that something from the British campaign? The flying wing? I haven't got too far in the British campaign. I am going to continue with the British campaign. I've got a bomber called Brown Bess. I did have Bunker Hill, but I got shot down. Flying wing. I'm not familiar with that. Is that in the American campaign or the British? Building up the money. CorsicaDuke.com, my website. Woohoo! Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. No, yeah, I've flown. I've shot him down several times, several different campaigns. Rocket Chick and a Flying Wing Dude. Yeah. Damn. What? What have we got for a target now? This is our 14th mission. Well, Tennessee Titan 2. What's on the menu for this target? Radar array. That sounds good. God, I hate. My most hated mission is Signal Convoy. I hate that. So I'll do the radar array. So let's see what else you got. Yeah, you're saying a few things here. Okay, cool. Horton HO 229 Flying Wing, heavy stealth fighter. Was that a real German fighter during World War II? Flown by new ace Nico Nachizer. It does not show up on radar and is armed with homing missiles. Keep an eye out and corkscrew just before he fires so you can get the most damage off. Should be an easy one. Okay, cool. It was not that easy why it said that. Oh. Now, the last time I played this damn mission, I'm not sure what bomber I flew, but I managed to get detected. Usually I get by on this mission without being detected. So I don't know what the hell happened. But I won't get detected this time. I'll tell you that. But I'll knock out these radar arrays. Yeah, I don't know why it said that either. Okay. I'm ready for this next mission, which is the 14th mission. Okay, here we go. Taking off. Gentlemen, the target for today is Pompeii. Now, you know, Mount Vesuvius erupted right in the middle of World War III. I mean, World War III. World War II. World War III. Hasn't happened yet. Thank goodness. World War II. I think that was its last eruption, I believe. Might want to Google that. We'll find out what Google has to say about Mount Vesuvius' last eruption. When was the last time Mount Vesuvius erupted?
The last eruption of Mount Vesuvius.
Yep, March
March
44.
19.
Yep, told you. March 44, right in the middle of World War II. Okay. Yeah, World War III. Yeah, oops. I meant to say World War II. Thank goodness World War III hasn't happened yet. So, well, if you saw Red Dawn, it happened. But now, Red Dawn 1984 was an awesome movie. Did you know that was the very first movie that had a PG-13 rating in it? That absolutely was. Very first that movie. It had just come out with a PG-13 rating. And other than that, it was going to be rated R because of the violence. But so PG-13 is somewhere between PG and R. So in the rating system and the movies. Alrighty. We got Company. Three's Company. Look at that. Jack, Janet, and Chrissy. How about a kissy? Three's Company. That was a great show. Remember the controversy that came out? When it came out in the late 70s, the controversy, all the churches were pissed about it. Oh, a man living with two women. Oh, that's like, ah, shut the hell up. It's just a TV show. All right, good shooting, guys. Look at this. Look at my veteran gunners. After 63 missions, they better know what the hell they're doing. Shit. Oh, there's another one. Gotta tag him. Alrighty. I'm going to do a radio for Recon. There is a photo opportunity right in this area here. I think it's a battleship. So I definitely want to not only take a picture of it, but sink it. Yeah. Well, we're going to head up that way anyway. Yep, there it is. Get John to the bombardier seat. Got him. Look at that. Battleship going down. Down. You sank my battleship. Remember that game? Alrighty. Gotta lean up some fuel. And I'm going to keep him there. I'm going to keep John in the bombardier seat too. Alrighty. We're almost at our first target. Can't look at the chat right now, buddy. I got the targets coming up. I am not going to get detected in this one. I'm determined to not get detected. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Clouds away. Alrighty. Got it? There it is. There's the other one. Come on, give me that boost. Give me that boost. Give me that boost. There we go. And take a picture of this pizza joint. Come on, fly, 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 fly! Get there, get there! Boom. That should do it. Excellent. And we didn't get detected. Excellent. Alrighty, I can head for home now. Have a nice little chat with White Trousers here. Yeah, like I said, I'm new with this whole setup, so I'll probably have to make it alright to send links through the chat. So, no, I hated the remake. Yeah, the remake of Red Dawn sucked. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. The original one in 1984 was good, but the remake sucked ass. I didn't like. I actually bought the DVD thinking it'd be a good movie. I watched half of it, and then I took it to a pawn shop and I sold it because I didn't like it. I didn't even watch the whole movie because I did not like the remake at all. Yeah, you got to see the original. The original is much better with Patrick Swayze, Kevin Bacon's. No, not Kevin Bacon. Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen. Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen. The original is the best. Had Jennifer Grey in it. Leah Thompson from Back to the Future. So the original Red Dawn is the best. The remake sucked ass. Besides, it's impossible. How the hell is North Korea going to be able to invade America? No way. They just don't have enough people. They don't have enough military. They don't have enough people to do that. I mean, that's just a big red flag there. But they didn't want to do China. So, because the original screenplay called for China to be the enemy that invades America, but they didn't want to do that because they didn't want to piss off the Chinese. So, which probably, hindsight, is probably a good decision. So, but you know, hey, the original Red Dawn was made right during close to the end of the Cold War. So we didn't seem to piss the Russians off too much when we made the original Red Dawn. But anyway. Fifth Element is a good movie. With I can't think of his name right now. I can see his face. I can't. Bruce Willis. Yeah. Bruce Willis. Yeah. Yeah. Fifth Element is a good movie. And we're doing. Oh, let's see. Well, we got plenty of fuel. I've been there the whole time. Look at that. Alrighty. I don't think you walk away and lose it. I don't see why it would. But then again, I don't know. Get John the port cheek guns. Aaron Moore, John's cousin, firing. We can start heading down now. Get close to home. Have you ever, when you got the 110 flying below you and the ball turret gunner shooting the crap out of you? I had heard about the possibility of dropping a section of bombs on it. I've never seen it done, and I've never done it. Do you know anything about that? Because I would imagine it would be possible. I'm going to have to try that in one of my research, maybe my research campaign. Yeah, Fifth Element is a good movie. You mean B-17? You keep saying B-27. So, it was as functional as a surgeon's knife. Its real beauty lay in its performance. The B-17 was the prime weapon of the United States 8th Air Force in World War II. The 8th Air Force had been created for a single purpose: precision bombing of strategic targets in the European theater in the full light of day. The theory was that the bombers would be able to penetrate far into enemy territory, overwhelming his air defenses and destroying his ability to wage war by leveling his armament factories without suffering critical losses. That was the theory of strategic bombing. In practice, it was not so simple. That is the opening of a documentary called All the Fine Young Men. You can find it on YouTube. It's an awesome documentary. I remember when it came out in 1984, I had taped it, and I still have the original taping. I had transferred it to DVD. But this is back, the early days of VHS, when you had two separate VHS compartments, one that you could record in, and one you had to hook up to the TV to play. So that was our VHS back then. But and now I've transferred it to DVD. So let's see what you got saying now. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd heard of it being done, but like I said, I've never seen it and I've never actually tried it. But that 110 below, it doesn't always shoot up at you, though. It seems like, I don't know. I might want to try that one time, see if it'll work. I'd heard about people doing it, but I've never seen it and I've never tried it. So, but yeah, it does shoot up into you sometimes, not all the time, I don't think. But we've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes now, just about. What's it say on here? Hour and 13 minutes. Yeah, we did. All the Fine Young Men is what it's called. It's you can watch it on YouTube. I'll just search All the Fine Young Men on YouTube. It'll pop right up. So it's an awesome documentary. It really is. Yeah, the problem was the lack of fighter escort. The fighters fought well, but they just could not fly far enough. The October 14th, 1940 raid on Schweinfurt cost, out of 291 bombers that set out, 62 did not make it back. About 30 of them were shot down over the target and about 32 on the way home. And many of the bombers that did make it home would never fly again. And after that October 14th raid, they stopped all long-range non-escorted missions. And so they just concentrated on targets in France and Belgium and left. They didn't do any more long-range missions without fighter escort until the long-range fighters got there, which is the P-51s in early 1944. So, and then they went crazy. All right, I'm ready for another mission. Let's see what we got on the. Oh wait, I need some coffee. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get some coffee. And this is the 15th mission. All righty. I think we're about ready for our 15th mission. 15th mission of Tennessee Titan 2. Yeah. Well, we had good fighters. They just couldn't fly far enough. The P-51 and the P-47 were excellent fighters. They just couldn't fly all the way to the targets deep in deep in Germany. Yeah. Some of it is speculation, but they, like I said, the October 14th raid on Schweinfurt, they realized that the damage they were doing wasn't worth the losses they were taking, and so they called off all long-range bombing missions without escort until the long-range fighters got there. So, and this is the 15th mission, and see what we got for a target. Ooh, Corsica resistant. Now, have you done the Corsica resistant supply drop without being detected? Because I can show you how to do that. Hey, White Trouser, have you done the Corsica resistant supply drop without being detected? Waiting for an answer. I can show you how it's done because actually I think the last mission I screwed up and got detected, but about 4 or 5 missions before that I didn't get detected. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So let's do Corsica resistance supply drop. Oh, I got an answer now. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. This is how you do it without being detected. The last mission I wound up getting detected. I'm not sure which campaign it was, but I know how to do it without being detected, and it's great. The only fighters you encounter are the first wave of fighters when you just get off the coast of Africa, and you encounter. It's probably a patrol from Sardinia, but it's if you do it right and you don't get detected, that's the only fighters you'll encounter through the whole mission. Let me show you how to do that. Here we go. Corsica resistance supply drop. Start out at medium altitude. Just stay at medium altitude the whole time. Go ahead and lean the fuel out. And here we go. Now I've actually got a bomber tough enough there I don't have to avoid detection, but it's more of a challenge to try and avoid detection. I'll show you how to do it. You got to go in from the east, drop the supplies, and go back out the same way you came in. If you try to go out the other way, you'll get detected. So. Well, I don't think you can fly low to avoid radar in this game. You gotta avoid those radar sites. So I don't think the game has the option of flying low to avoid radar. This should be the only wave of fighters we encounter throughout this whole mission, if I do it right. So. See how quick we can put all 3 of these fighters down. Ooh, they went down pretty damn quick. Alrighty, keep heading. Gotta head up the Tyrrhenian Sea. We're not going to encounter any more fighters, so unless I get detected. No, like I said, I come in from the east and I go back out the same way I went in, and that seems to work. Now we got, yeah, we're still looking good though. We got some clouds, but that cleared up. And we'll be leaning the heck out of this fuel. I only need one boost right after I drop the supplies to get out of the radar ranges. So Norway. What game was that? Norway? Okay, we can start heading up the Tyrrhenian Sea now. Can you come in low and avoid the radar towers in this game? Because I didn't think you could do that. Have you actually done that? Oh, what the heck? Something didn't look right there for a second. I don't know. Alright, no, that's good. Oh, okay. Was this must have been a British campaign then? Huh, how about that? And this is the British campaign, correct? Alrighty. Well, we got that. We got that radar site right in that area there. So I'm gonna do a radio for Recon, see if that won't pop out for me. Pop up for me. Okay, new intel added to the map. Radar, yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. So just keep heading for it. Just want to stay on the outskirts of it. And then the photo opportunity is right on the other side of it. It's a little pizza joint. It's Italy, so it's got to be a pizza joint, right? Alrighty. We're looking good. Looking good. Alrighty. Okay. Here comes the tricky part up here. Alrighty. Crap. Might get detected. Crap, crap, crap. No, we haven't yet, so I'm still good. I'm still good. Come on, come on, come on. Fly, 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 fly. Oh, I think I did it. I think I did it. Yeah, I did. Didn't get detected. That's how you do it. I was a little sloppy on my part, but I still did it. Woo! Yeah, we'd be jumped by fighters right now if I got detected. But it was a little sloppy, but I still did it. So. And another thing I learned, you can cut across the southern part of Sardinia, but you will encounter fighters if you do that. If you don't, if you stay on the Tyrrhenian Sea, you won't encounter any more fighters. We're going to stay on the Tyrrhenian Sea and we're not going to encounter any more fighters for the rest of this mission. So. Alrighty. Whoop, 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 whoop. Getting too close to that. Get away from that. There we go. That's good. Whew. Alrighty. Alright, we're good. We're good to go now. Set this course here, and then I'll check the chat. Alright. See how you do that without being detected? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I did get it. A little sloppy, but I still got it. So, no detection. No fighter cover either. I haven't called for fighters. So, like I said, now we keep heading out the Tyrrhenian Sea. We won't encounter any fighter patrols from Sardinia. The game actually puts fighter patrols in this, which is cool. So if we would have went across Sardinia right there, we would encounter fighters. We'll head out to the Mediterranean, then we'll make a hard right turn and head for base. So. Yeah. So now you know how to do it. Now you can do it without being detected. It's tricky, but it's possible. Hey, look at that. We're out in the Mediterranean now. We can head for home. Alrighty. Looking good, looking good. Just in case, I'll get John to starboard cheek. We probably won't encounter any fighters, but just in case. Yeah. Might as well tag the navigation point for home. So what else you got to say here? Yeah. Yeah. What was this? Hello? It's the VA. Yeah, I know. 10 tomorrow at 11. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. The VA to call me to remind me of my appointment tomorrow. Alrighty. That's cool. Okay, cool. Well, take care, man. Take care, White Trouser. Thanks for streaming with me. I might call it quits because, like I said, I want to go dancing tonight. So this may be the last mission. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, I might stream my Playboy Bunnies, my Playboy Rules campaign tomorrow before I start the Three Stooges campaign. So I might be doing that. Well, I can't do it before my appointment in the morning. But yeah, I'll try and make an announcement if I can. If not, I guess you just have to check Twitch and see if I'm streaming. Or you can look me up on Facebook and I'll make an announcement there. You can search Corky Duke or you can go Stephen Schaefer on Facebook and either send me a friend request or follow me if you like. So. But thanks for hanging out, White Trouser. Appreciate it. So. Beautiful. We dropped those supplies without being detected. We encountered 3 fighters, and that was it. So ground crew is going to be happy they don't have to patch up any bullet holes in my plane today. So I think I got BA Baracus as one of my ground crew. Crazy fool. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, man. Take care, White Trouser. Thanks for stopping by. Guess that'll probably do it. That was the 15th mission. So I did 13, 14. No, I did more than that. I did 1, 2, 5 missions. Okay. Yeah. From the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. All right. All righty. Alrighty then. Shoot. Looks good. I don't think I need to mess with anything with that. So I think I will stop my live stream though. So CorkyDuke.com is my website. I'm Corky Duke. Like, comment, share my videos. Catch me on Twitch, Corky Duke on Twitch. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me, White Trouser. Hope to see you again soon. Y'all take care. Bye.